I'll be funneling.
Live.
We are back with the fourth round of the Berkeley Legends Spring 2019 5v5 tournament. This time we're coming out with the final match for Pride. These two teams will not be able to play any more games after this one. They're both out of the tournament, but this is the Pride game. Only one team can go 0-4.
Sibling rivalry? Should we talk about that?
Oh yes, there's a bet over this game between the both supports. We're going to see who's going to come away with the free boba victory and who is going to be going home with both an 0-4 and a slightly lighter wallet.
Yeah.
Look at these bands. I'm not going to profess to know what a lot of them are, but I do agree Zoe's pretty bad.
Especially
I don't like playing as Zoe, and they do take the Rek'Sai. But, I think we're going to maybe go away from the more meta picks this time, and we'll see what they go for. And, ooh, the Pyke first pick.
Oh,
He's going to go for it.
Banned, I believe, twice, both times we've cast so far, so.
It is going through and it is locked in. We like to see this aggressive gameplay.
I think we're going to get another aggressive support as well for the red side. I'd be surprised if we didn't. Want to see the supports duke it out. I heard rumors of Teemo support. I doubt it, but, you never know what these teams could do in desperation for Pride.
I mean, Teemo support would be a lot of lane pressure, but will be the Ezreal. Oh, no, it's Lulu. Well, no Teemo support.
No Teemo support.
A lot of, the Evelyn hovered.
Evelyn.
That's going to be, we'll lock that one in.
Yeah, you don't see that much at more higher levels because more higher skills because people buy control boards, but maybe they're betting on the fact that someone
that power farming, you can, Tarzan actually plays that LCK, so maybe we'll have some LCK level jungling in this one. But you never know.
You never know. Maybe
there does seem to be some passive picks right there. Going to want to scale up, and the Kindred, another Kindred game coming out here.
I see.
Blocking for Sora Senshi there.
Hopefully, Sora Senshi actually do well in this Kindred. Once again, if he gets a bunch of stacks,
we'll see if he'll have another 10 mark game this time.
Yeah, that'd be cool to see.
We'll see if there's going to be any solo lane picks, or if they're going to try to finish out that bot lane. Both every game we've seen so far, they pick the bot lane in the jungle first rotation, and we save the solo lanes for later. So far, not a lot of teams prioritizing that, but a Lux here. And there is the, that's a bold blind pick for the mid lane right there. I'm really curious if they're going to respond to it.
I think Lux is relatively safe in most matchups. Well, something went wrong. Perhaps it was a misclick or not. We'll see what happens.
This looks like the dog team out of the red team.
That was, the red team dodged, so quite interesting. Have no clue what's going to be happening. And back into it. I believe they're required to go do the exact same thing.
Yeah, I'll just run through the same picks and bans. Hopefully they'll do it pretty quick. Yeah. I'm curious if that was actually the response to the Lux or something else. I'm not sure what else it would be.
Yeah, and now we're going back through.
Yeah, just run through these bands.
I think if you can't dodge Lux skill shots, Lux actually starts becoming pretty scary. Her Q, and especially her passive, can actually do a lot of damage. If you get a full QE R combo off, that's can chunk an enemy out, and depending on what Lux builds, that could actually be a really rapid fire ulti. Just keep using it to clear waves, just damage enemy team during team fights.
But it is a pushy immortal mage.
Yeah, that's
very curious. I want to see a Zed pick here. Zed picked an LCS. Why not pick it in Berkeley 5v5?
I mean, Zed is pretty strong.
Can't be worse than Niski.
Please not my heart. I love C9 for what they are, but no. Okay, let's back on track.
What they are is a top 4 team.
Yeah, but back on track. I think Zed, especially while back, small buzz, but I believe his W recast range increased, some of his damage on Q as well increased, so that wouldn't be a bad pick for sure. I think Talon actually is a pretty bad pick into Lux. I don't think
they'll go for Talon.
I don't think they'll go for Talon, but enemy team does have an Evelyn, so I think the red team does have an Evelyn, so that's going to be interesting to see if blue team remembers to buy control wards for that, or else you can have an Evelyn running through your jungle, standing in lane and then ganking out of unsuspecting angles.
There's a pretty good chance with the Lulu, there's going to be some sort of hyper carry ball in. And the Evelyn jungle needs to hit 6 to really get online. So I'm curious if we're going to see some more aggro solo lanes to try to bridge the gap between those. But we'll see if they go for the AD carry here or if they're going to pick one of their solo laners. I might shake the draft based on what gets pinched out in the second rotation of bans.
Hopefully there's not another problem again. Oh.
And we'll leave the Caitlyn. So actually now it goes from Caitlyn does have a lot of late game potential just from having so much range, but that Caitlyn Lulu lane is going to be really tough for a pipe lane to deal with. That's a lot of poke.
Yeah, there's a lot of poke. I mean, it's not the best wombo combo like if you had a Caitlyn Morgana, but Caitlyn's strong early.
So getting a polymorph would be Glitter Lance and then a Peacemaker and a Q. So if you step in a trap, you're for a World of Hurt.
For a World of Hurt for sure.
Banning this Tristana away from Jin PK. I think it's one of his preferred picks. So
and I think Tristana also scales pretty well against Caitlyn as well. I think maybe Ashe would be a possible blue side pick. Both Ashe and Caitlyn have long range, and Ashe definitely has a lot of utility. I believe, in fact, her Hawk Arrow actually spots out Evelynn if it flies over her.
I believe if she's before 6 for sure. I'm not as sure.
I'm not sure.
With stealth.
I don't exactly remember because they changed that a bit. Oh, Talia ban. I guess that concerned about mid lane, but
I mean, I don't think there's any way Talia gets picked with
the
jungle, mid, and support. I mean, with jungle and mid showing, I don't think there's anywhere.
Zed ban though. Ooh. I guess blue
no,
team
they are afraid of Zed.
They're afraid of Zed. Zed can be scary if it pops off. But I think that Talia ban was kind of wasted. Like, she is good at higher elo in jungle, but you need to know
how to play jungle or mid laner, and unless they're doing some weird, Lux is probably not going to support with the Pike.
Can't go Pike.
Unless it's Pike mid.
But that's
kind of you still have Pike mid, so
yeah. Pike mid has fallen out of favor.
Not the greatest man, but the Fiora blind pick, that is very bold.
Very bold. Haven't seen much of Fiora, but Fiora especially.
I mean, you have to be very confident they're going to take some sort of tank. They pick a carry v carry matchup. That Fiora's going to have a rough time in the early part.
Oh,
Xayah locked in.
Xayah
Pike is an interesting
but I think Xayah late game, especially with the buff star W, she can put out a lot of damage if you're not careful.
Like Xayah Khan would have a lot more impact than the Pike would.
Yeah. But
see what top they have to answer Fiora. And they picked
Cho'Gath into Fiora.
I disagree with that.
I don't think that's
good. Every level
you have a telegraph stun with your Q. Fiora can block, riposte that.
You know they have a Fiora and you pick a tank into it. Like, that's what Fiora wants you to do. I guess maybe they were assuming they'd pick a tank no matter what, but
I guess
it's going to be
that's
not a fun matchup in the top lane for sure.
Yeah, especially with the Cho'Gath. Cho'Gath and Fiora is not going to be fun. Fiora.
Twisted Fate in the mid. We have an interesting mid matchup here.
Twisted Fate with his roam. It's possible that they're just trying to go for a lot of gang with Evelynn.
This is some interesting stuff because both teams kind of want to go late a bit. I mean, you really don't want to have the Twisted Fate early game, not very strong. Evelynn early game, not super strong. Fiora will have some good match in the top, and that bot lane is going to be pretty strong. But
yeah, I think
it's going to be definitely very interesting how this early game sort of goes.
I think for the blue side, if they step into one of Cannon's trap, that's kind of it for them. But if they can survive that, their team fight is going to be pretty strong because red side doesn't have a single tank at all, and Xayah's W is going to shred through, especially with her passive feathers as well and root collar. That could do a lot of damage. If Xayah's good with the ulti, she can dodge a bunch of damage. Caitlyn ulti, Fiora ulti, Evelynn ulti, a lot of stuff.
Stoneplate, Righteous Glory, and Cho'Gath could probably one-shot a lot of these squishies with his V's.
Is that Cho'Gath in mid?
I don't think so. I think they're just not in the right lanes.
Maybe not in the right lanes, but
what's very interesting actually is they have Kindred and Pike. We'll have to see how they Cho'Gath. We'll have to see how they actually use a Kindred because there's a lot of potential for anti-synergy there. Very easy to throw down the ultimate as Pike goes in for a reset, and then all of a sudden you've just destroyed that champion's ability in that team fight.
Well, Lulu taking Exhaust instead of Ignite, so I'm trying to, I think, be more defensive. Though Pike won't actually get stopped by Exhaust. It's just, you're below that amount of health, Pike just kills you immediately. As well, TF actually taking TP against Lux with Barrier. What do you have to say about that?
I don't think Lux really needs to. I think for Lux here, you'd either take Cleanse or you would take a Teleport. I feel like there's almost no kill pressure from the Twisted Fate by himself. Mm-hmm. And if Eve comes at 6, you're going to need to cleanse that stun or you're going to die even.
Yeah, with that chain CC of both the
just having a teleport for the levels 1 through 6, sort of. And then, I don't agree with the exhaust on Lulu either. I feel like Caitlyn Lulu, you have a ton of pressure, and by taking away the Ignite, you don't have too much of that.
It might be positive for the chase pressure, but I still think Ignite would be better. Especially against Pike, you can keep track of him when he tries to go stealth and heal back up. It gives you that extra chance to deal more damage.
Yeah, I think what's going to be really telling for this one is how they use their level 6.
Mhm.
When Twisted Fate gets his Destiny, you see Eve starting to deal to stealth and just
Yes,
be really
that's the
hard
real
to track.
That's the real spike we're looking for red team.
So you're going to have that early pressure in bot lane and top lane.
Yeah.
The TF will not have a fun time against Lux, but we'll see how they actually transition it.
Yeah,
as they
but
get more
I still
power.
think that the Cho'Gath pick into Fiora was really bad. No, they did ban out the tanks. They banned out Sion. Sion is a good tank, but Fiora just went straight through Cho'Gath. And if Cho'Gath dies, I think your team's going to have trouble also kind of.
And there's going to be
doing
no
that.
one who's going to be able to answer that Fiora
Yeah.
split if she gets ahead.
Yeah.
Another thing that we have to look at is there's also no hard engage on the blue team.
Mm.
Like if they need to force a fight while Fiora's splitting, they're gonna have a righteous Glory Shogun come in, or a Pike jumping with a hook, or maybe get a Lux binding.
Yeah.
This would be
but-
really easy for red team to just skirt away from that.
Yeah.
Whereas for them, they can have an Eve flank with stealth. It's really hard to track her,
Yeah.
and then Twisted
And
Fate
she
can
just
just jump in with
if
his
he's
Zhonya's.
even if it's he inside lane, well, he can join your fight in about what 3 seconds with a gold card ready to stun somebody, and that's a big. I think red team has better just split push, kind of be everywhere at once team comp, and especially with Kaylin, you can easily take down towers with your headshot damage now proccing to towers as well and your long range.
Yeah, I'm definitely curious. I think players looking at the matchups, I think we want to use bot lane a lot and the top lane.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, the two lanes that I feel like can swing really hard. You know, if the if Lulu Caitlyn falls behind early, it's just going to be
That's
a
gonna be
nightmare
rough,
for them.
especially
But
with-
they can just completely take over this lane. Same thing with the Fiora. You know, she's going to have a lot of that early pressure. Cho'Gath as a laner isn't actually too bad. He's going to have a lot of regen, but it's just going to be so hard for him to actually step up and trade with the Fiora ever. So we'll have to see if they actually accumulate significant solo advantages in those lanes. And it's because these junglers aren't exactly the most powerful early game.
Mm-hmm. Well, flashing masteries already. You can tell these teams are prepared to make sure they don't lose the pride. See which team it ends up at the bottom of today's 10 teams. And it looks like blue team actually might be tried before and invade. Oh, flash. Pike
Ultimately,
flashes
not
it.
going to actually.
Misses. Whoa.
He's either later the CC, but
They get
Not
it.
a lot of follow-up
No one
here.
follows up.
both teams spot each other. Pixel Word actually comes down really early. It's going to probably expire before they're actually taking the scuttle.
Yeah. Pike missed it. You already used his flash there. Tried to get the hook. Missed it. Cho'Gath and Lux did get their chain CC, but I guess that they didn't organize.
Yeah. So let's switch those up. They
Switch those up.
not exactly the top lane Lux there, but
Yeah, no, the top lane TF according to it. And going back. This Lulu Mastery 7 versus Kindred Zara. Yep, this is normal of
well, actually, yeah. Eve started on her blue buff, so
Yeah.
we'll have mirrored stars
path.
here.
I still think taking red buff on Eve is better for the clear.
Yeah, it's also if I guess it's because she's not afraid of being invaded by the Kindred. But if you have to actually fight against red buff jungler when you have blue, you're in for a very bad time.
Especially Kindred at level 2 does have a good damage and chasing potential. Kindred
You know, I'll have to see where that first Kindred mark comes in as well. That'll be
looks like Kindred's just heading straight down towards Scuttle, while bot lane is both mirrored. I think Kaylin actually does have that pressure. Yeah, he's got that headshot damage down on Pike and Zara, so it's kind of forcing them both off of the lane. And I believe Kindred and Evelyn both kind of fighting over that vision.
Kindred's going to be able to secure this crab. It does have the marks. That's a nice start
That's
for
a
her.
nice start.
She will probably be able to double scuttle if she just goes right to that second crab.
Now let's look what she's doing. Oh,
Just like she's going to stop at the Raptors. This gives a chance for Eve to actually. Oh no,
no, she's taking a long route.
I think you can just run through.
I
mid
think
right there.
you should have run through mid of that one. You're more powerful than Evelyn.
Eve is going right for that crab. Will Kindred go to the blue buff, or will she actually match here?
I think she's going to try to match.
Yeah, it is
Mid
going to
lane's
be warded out.
was warded out. Evelyn does do that.
Kindred doesn't have smite for a little bit, so she needs to try to push Eve off before the smite comes down.
I don't think Eve knows that Kindred's up.
Eve does get the smite, and her top laner is first to the play. Kindred's in a little bit of trouble here. The crab's going to be they rotate faster.
Oh.
Trying to look for Eve. Can he get the kill? Does get it for first blood and flashes out.
Flashes. That's 2 marks, actually. That's a good start for them.
The mid lane first to the play for the blue team, too, and this is looking like going to be forcing the flash from Fiora. And really good start over here for blue side. Kindred gets the first blood. Not able to get the crab, but does get the one with her mark, and this is...
And really the mark on the enemy jungler. I don't know. I think that if you want to play risky and Kindred, you try for once again for that enemy Raptor mark. Because you don't have to clear the whole camp. You just clear the big one, you get that mark. You have smite up. Actually, you don't have smite. My bad. There's a glitch. It looks like the smite was up, but it was possible that you try to go for Raptors, trying to get at least that one to get your mark. That's 3 marks already at what? 3 minutes into the game. That's powerful Kindred right there. But now she kind of conceded that, so now Evelyn can at least try to cash back up. Kindred was forced to flash, and actually now look at Evelyn's range. She's taking Dark Harvest, which I don't think actually is a pretty good idea, especially after they nerfed it pretty hard for the scaling. You kind of need to proc it over and over again in lane for it to do a lot of damage. I think Electrocute is a much better choice for Evelyn instead of the Dark Harvest she picked. But we'll just see how that affects it. Once again, Kindred spotted out, walking over ward in river, heading towards the mid lane. And just decides to recall now. Looking down at bot lane, you see there's actually, actually find a mid lane. That's just a
TF gets taken low, but not low enough.
That Electrocute proc, good damage. Top lane,
actually ahead in this one, and he's going to be getting this wave too.
Yeah, I think Fiora absolutely messed up one of her. Marked on top of Fiora. Maybe the kid, I think, just trying to force the Fiora off.
Yeah, that early play, boarding the flash, really did not bode well for Fiora here.
But bot lane, at least red team's bot lane is winning pretty strong. Kaelin's much healthier than the enemy Zyra. She's been poked out by headshots, and just Lulu, that's one of the things that you kind of get fall behind. And just kind of lets Kaelin do what she wants to do, which is just push up, take tower, plays. Ooh,
the Peacemaker snipes down GPK, and
very nice snipe.
A nice kill with Richie, but pulled back, not
doing much damage.
Yeah.
Aftershock kind of prevents that, but a very nice Peacemaker from Kaelin. Actually, Kindred roaming down. Evelyn also bot side. I think she's going to get spotted out by the river ward, I believe. Yeah.
They're still pushed up.
They're still pushed up.
This one. Kaelin's going to get stunned up. Going to get pulled in, and I think this should be an easy kill. Kaelin's looking to secure this one, but
I think that's a wrong exhaust.
Gets the last bit of damage in and gets the kill. And Sora essentially picking him another one. Too spicy running, but here comes Akadoge on the Eve, going to force him out.
Too late, I think, but Kindred's too far ahead.
Yeah, weren't tracking that enemy jungler.
They weren't tracking that. Yeah, Kindred walked through the river. Even with river vision, I didn't see any reaction from red team's side, and they kind of just stayed there. I think also the Lulu exhausted the wrong target. I think you exhaust Kindred. Pyke doesn't have any damage right now. He can't do anything to you.
Yeah, unfortunate. But
Evelyn takes.
Kindred's coming out looking for Eve. Middle laner's coming in. Can she dodge the binding? Quick TF with the golden card, throws it, but not before the root comes down. Will they have the damage? She's gonna flash.
She sells flash.
Gets out of that one.
Yeah, but I don't think her the Dark Harvest, she still hasn't gotten any procs to that yet. It's gonna be a real rough for the Evelyn, especially with that. Once again, as we said before, that Dark Harvest is not good for junglers anymore. It's much better for laners.
Yeah, we see that bot lane CS is even.
Bot lane CS. Evelyn headed top for a bit, but it doesn't look like they're gonna do a gank. But that's a huge wave.
How much of this wave will Fiora actually be able to get? That's pretty important.
Pretty important.
I mean, Shogat has actually done a very good job into this really not a great matchup in his head in CS. Pretty big mid lane CS lead, and it's really just the ball lane for the red team here. That's
actually looking at that. Evelyn is level 5, Kindred's level 4. I'm assuming she's a bit XP down. She's down 1 of camp, I think. So with this, she should get level 5.
She's level 5 off the red buff. Does have remarks as well.
How many marks does she have again? I believe
she has 2, just those 2.
Just the 2 marks. Might have been able to get a third, but didn't.
Didn't want to overextend.
Didn't overextend, but 2
hard
kills.
Hard camp to take for Kindred in that situation.
But 2 kills, and you already have your triple item.
Down on the Raptors, looking for something in this bot lane here, but the polymorph actually used early, but the Bone Skewer goes wide, and Pyke just has to.
And Zyra wasn't with him, so wouldn't have any follow-up damage.
But Kindred's invading. Eve is going to find him after the Raptors here.
Well, let's look at that. Yeah. Kindred I believe Kindred might have taken the big one.
Yeah, Kindred actually did take
the big one. That's all that matters. That's 3 marks. That's good. That's 7 minutes and 3 marks. That's a really nice pacing.
Oh, Eva's caught, gets burned
predicted.
down, and
that
Talia takes down the Evelyn and gets a kill. Eve now 0-2-0, still hasn't hit the level 6, I believe.
That
was a really nice prediction there.
Very nice prediction.
Gets the electrocute proc, last auto takes him down.
Ults before even break.
But flashing in for Pike, finds the hook, takes a tower shot, but Kalen is very low. He has the ultimate ready. Ooh, and he gets
nice
him with
kill.
it. And that's a very nice 2v2 kill coming in from the blue team.
Yes, very nice. Pike hits 6. That's to do the execution damage. Otherwise, that would have been not such a safe dive.
Yeah,
but
not respecting the level 6 power spike right there. Only level 5 from the bot lane. They have a really big CS lead. I'm guessing that XP differential came from, I don't know, maybe the jungle tax XP or something. But
maybe, perhaps.
it's very unfortunate, given that you're ahead of that lane.
Yeah.
Basically, your team's sort of anchor in this right now, and giving up that kill is really unfortunate for them.
Yeah, it looks like Kindred's heading towards bot lane, heading up for Dragon apparently.
Top lane duel here. Fiora actually doesn't proc the vitals, so not going to
Doesn't fact the wild.
Eva's caught in her jungle. She has no backup. She's going to get ignited. Death from below still on a cooldown here, and then Ludol going to keep Akadosh healthy, but Kindred is going to take another camp. I'm not sure if that was the mark or not, but now here's TF. Doesn't even have Destiny. Stuns him up with a really good Lamb's Respite. Gets it off before the card hits him. But will be enough. He flashes out, and he's going to survive. Luxol comes down a huge chunk, but Twisted Fate flashes forward and picks up the kill. Spellcaster Seth picking that one up, and Valthos barely living the Caitlyn there. Almost gets destroyed by this Lux, who has a Magi's first item. That is that's aggro.
I still think taking Cleanse on Lux would have been better, but that's some really good damage from Lux. Lux is still ahead in CS, and now has a Magi's first item. That's a pretty confident in her Lux skills.
Yeah, I have to say though, that's very risky if you don't start stacking that up, because Twisted Fate is going for a slower build, and he's not going to be contested by a 2-stack Magi's as much as he would be by a Ludens.
Is that kind of, I think, was that the Rod of Ages build from
Yes,
CF?
I believe he is going to go for I'd be very surprised he went for Mask, but he might. Not a lot of magic damage. Yeah.
Another vital is good. Now, I remember back in the day there was the Tank TF build where you built the Rod of Ages, take Grasp on Dying. But it doesn't look like this TF is going to be doing that.
If we're opting into these trades, Vital hasn't actually popped. She goes in, actually sees it, but it hasn't popped yet. Gets that one down. We'll be curious to see if she ults. Cho'Gath has not a lot of mana here. Cho'Gath isn't yet up. But another bonus square to Lulu, but we're having 2 separate fights across the map. Lulu very low. The Blink Collar doesn't actually get him. Death from below misses. And, will he be blocked? It is blocked by the Kindred. Pike stays alive, but almost an over-aggressive play there.
But yeah, Lulu exhausts is enough damage to keep her alive.
You just walk right out of the Pike.
Force her to flash as well. But I believe her ulti was
Cho'Gath
down.
has no mana, he just uses Rupture. I feel like if you're Fiora here, you
go
burn
in.
the flash.
You burn his flash, you can do the damage. You saw Kindred bot.
Just playing it very carefully through here. A nice chunk there.
Yeah, got stepped
so
on.
you have the Conquer ready to proc, I feel like you just gotta go in. Especially because you know if the enemy jungler is on this
you know the enemy jungler
bot side of the map.
was bot
see
side.
him show. You
don't know anymore.
But he just lets him push. Cho'Gath's gonna be able to collect his farm.
Actually, yeah.
He's actually so low here. I feel like if Fiora is looking for this, it's not actually shoving the tower, so Cho'Gath is just gonna collect all this and he's gonna heal up.
I think Cho'Gath.
Right, Fiora's gonna go back and push that in. She is starting to build much more advantage, but Pike is rolling mana. The binding hits. Twisted Fate certainly gonna die here. Gets stunned up. The gold card is not gonna be able to get thrown out here. Does actually get the last second, but the auto attack comes in. Talia gets another kill, gets some more stacks for that Magi's.
That's surprising. It's working, I guess. Really confident, but yeah.
Hasn't actually used that barrier once.
Yeah.
Just saving that for the insurance.
Insurance, but once again, actually, blue team buying a bunch of controls. You see spotting out Evelyn every time she tries to clear out for Dragon Vision, but yeah, top lane, Dora wasn't able to do much.
But it's red team that's starting the Dragon. They're the one who gave up the kill, but they're starting the Drake. Blue team seems like they're coming in. But will they actually burn this down? They're peeling off. They're not really on the same page here. Throwing down the teleport. Evelyn's really low, but should be able to secure this. Yeah. Smites it down.
They have the TP for. Oh, is that double TP? That was a double TP, both from TF and Fiora.
Use both TPs, secured the cloud, but
yeah,
kind of interesting that they were able to do that, given how they've lost players in both lanes.
I think Kindred was busy farming, and they just had to straight rush for that. I think that was a misplay on Kindred's part. Kindred now has had 4 stacks, but we haven't seen how much sense.
I mean, look for this. If you have you see that Eve is actually really just power farming. This actually sort of getting a lot of the strength of the Kindred.
Yeah,
and, I mean, the objectives are in favor of
Actually,
red team here.
Eve still has not finished her first part of the jungle items when straight in code actively, that is called yet. Just for more early power and cooldown. I think that
The Bone Skewer does find it, clips two spikes the edge, but here comes Destiny. Death from below really blows up Lulu. Zaya is going a little forward, gets hit by the Peacemaker, but is going to walk on out. Flashing forward is Twisted Fate. Throws down the Blaze Sword, but he gets uninterrupted, and Death from below picks up another one, a double kill for Pike.
Oh
man, that's...
is it going to be the triple?
Gonna get the stun. Here comes Sora Senshi. Twisted Fate is in a lot of trouble here. Gets ulted, and here comes a laser.
Ooh.
Give that one to Pike. It's on a rampage. And man, that was really unfortunate. Ulting in vision of the Pike, who just interrupts it immediately, and that's very unfortunate.
Pull.
But yeah, they're not actually gonna get anything off that kill. So they got multiple kills in a really nice trade. They did lose Zaya for that, but
I think you take that.
they're gonna try to get some vision in. I feel like you can try to just push down that tower when you kill that man. But Pike is still going aggro. They're gonna have a nice ult in.
Nice
he ults back, but she was in the Lamb's Respite. Didn't need to actually do that.
She was trying to kill Pike, but Kindred got her Lamb's Respite down just in enough time so that Pike wouldn't have died to that and we get out. Basically, Scott free.
If we look at the goal lead, it's only a 2K.
Actually, that's 6 stacks on Kindred as well, though. And that's means one more stack, and then she's going to get strong, I think.
I mean, she's already strong. She's 6
pretty
stacks in
strong.
14 minutes.
6 stacks in 14. That's solo queue for you, basically. But no, yeah, this Evelyn hasn't been able to do much. I don't know. I haven't seen many Dark Harvest procs. I just think that this Evelyn is going to get pushed out.
Fiora throws the ult down on Super Rito. Can't proc the vitals though, and he's gonna barely survive. Only gets 2 of those out, and he's gonna be probably forced off though. Fiora is starting to take over.
Yeah, if he forces a clash out, he still has TP, but we just saw basically Fiora can 1v1 him and probably win that out. And Lux gets blue buff, expected, and I think, look from the pings that Evelyn's going to be heading.
Here comes Pike, looking for another Bone Skewer. He hits too spicy again, gets her stun up again, death from below again, and it's deja vu for the bot lane, and another duo kill coming in. And Pike is just running wild on top of his enemy bot lane.
He's gotten some lethality, his ulti scales with really well with lethality now. I think they changed that, so he's going to be doing a lot of damage with that. Yeah, it's been unlucky that Lulu's been getting hit by the Bone Skewer and kind of causes her basically the chain reaction of her, which leads to her death. But yeah, mid lane still looking. Actually, mid lane Lux is really far ahead in farm. Only 8 stacks in the Magi's, whereas TF is having the Rod of Ages, but with that farm difference, I think that Lux is pretty happy. They're clearing out some deep vision.
Ooh, a nice chunk out of Zaya there.
Yeah, if TF.
He finds out that she's been caught, and Pike is just going to destroy by her himself. Sora essentially ends up getting the kill credit, and top lane isn't even going as decisive as Fiora's would like here.
Fiora missed that.
Getting the grass peeling, getting the minions down, and healing off of those. I mean, this is looking really rough if you're red team right here.
Yeah.
Down. Thing is, though, they should be down way more gold than they are.
Yeah.
The Rift Herald hasn't been taken. And no towers are down despite.
I think the
so
Kindred should be heading top lane to deal something. You have to deal with this
You really
Fiora.
want to look for translating these kills into objectives.
That's a
This is
good
what's
start.
happening. But too spicy caught again by Pike. His ultimate is almost back up. But Zaya in the backside caught a little bit, but gets her blade collar down. Kaylee gonna try to turn the kill around, but she's gonna get ignited. She's not gonna get it. Ult comes back up. Another kill for Pike.
Yeah, another pill from Pike and more gold
Picking up
for
even
Zaya.
more. Oh, really nice riposte there from Fiora. Gonna look for this kill. Doesn't have the ultimate, but he does have the ultimate and throws it down.
But he
Flashes forward to the next vital proc, gets one more. Just needs one more to get the kill, but he's knocked him in a tower. Ooh, just barely gets it. The healing the last tower shot. Enough. It is denies Kindred.
Denies Kindred the mark.
Actually.
I believe Kindred only has.
He does deny the mark, so it's
It
actually
does deny
very,
the mark, which is good, because you don't want that Kindred to have her second.
Yeah, but it
ultimate.
looks like this will be the first tower going down in the mid lane.
Yes.
And
I
that's
think,
sort of
but with this, I think you have Kindred go for Rift Herald. You know, Evelyn. Well, I don't know if they saw Evelyn. But
I mean, you really should be going for the. Yeah, you could have taken Rift earlier, but right now it's a free objective. You really want to be taking the objectives you can get.
yeah, I think, especially as we cut out, especially with the catch-up gold mechanic.
Shogun actually rushed Warmogs into Fiora.
That's not good. Fiora
That is.
does max
I don't
out
think he even
damage.
has enough to proc the Warmogs passive.
I don't believe so. We double check. Yeah, he's 200. He's 150 short. I guess he's trying to get that from minions.
I guess from the feast stacks, a couple levels, but I mean, maybe I'm out of loop in the Shogat builds, but I
don't
feel like, especially against Fiora, just building straight health.
Yeah, building straight health won't really help. I think that once again looks like At least that red team does have better.
Yeah, if you're red team, you really just want to mash the Fiora into the Cho'Gath and just try to
Oh.
use the split as much as you can.
That's good. 2 wards cleared from Pike with his Dust Blade. I think that means they just take Dragon, which is good. You want to
Yeah, see,
prevent.
Fiora forcing with these Conquerors, she's just going to shred this Cho'Gath slowly but surely. Well, but a nice Rupture to disengage that. But yeah, he's already down to like 70% health. He's not going to be regenning anytime soon.
Yeah, I guess he's trying to just make it so that he could lane sustain, but unfortunately,
now
can't
it
do
is
that.
blue team looking for this Dragon. Bringing in a little bit more of their numbers, but I don't know if it can test it. So it does go
Oh, it's
to
stunned down.
Zaya. Pike's
Oh.
dangerously low, but we should be able to just walk out. Here comes a Twisted Fate ultimate, looking for more. Oh, he's going right into the middle of the team. This is very aggressive.
Ooh.
That is
Gets the
a
gold
little-
card off, but then the man has stuck.
Still gets caught up by the Pike, but here comes Eve, gets 1 kill, finally on the board, but that was a really aggressive Destiny GP and a nice Lux ultimate. But the Bone Skewer is blocked by the red buff, and Pike is going in way too aggro, gets his ult down, but it's not going to be enough for the kill. Eve throws down the ult, but here's Zaya with a huge flank. You don't really see an AD carry flank, but she pulls it out, gets 2 kills. Eve trying to back, but should be caught out here. Not good long for the world, just going to try to buy time, and it looked like it was going to be good, but I mean, the Destiny into the middle of the team, really just aggressive.
Way too
By the time
aggressive.
the team can follow up, Zaya comes around from the flank and just picks up a bunch of low health targets, and now the Zaya is strong, and it's just looking really rough here.
Has her Essence Reaver done, so she at least can keep throwing out those Qs, those Ws, keep using her Es as well. So that's good sustain, and she got her Zeal item done, which boosts the damage on her E callback because that scales off crit really well. Lux, though, actually has 14 stacks on her Magi's as well as a Luna's Echo. Is doing a lot of damage, and she ulted again. It's
Yeah, the early Magi's vibe is paying off here as she's just
Yeah.
stacking that up.
stacking that up. Hasn't gotten that many kills, but assists and whatnot. And her ulti cooldown, she used it last fight, she just used it again. And it's already
If she gets killed
halfway
that, it's
down.
going to be...
It's it's
Pike
already.
is just bullying aggro to this point. She's about to be in ult range.
Oh,
Ooh.
the back on is dangerous. Actually,
He's
Kindra's
looking
up
for
there
it,
now.
though.
Kindra's up there. Bomb
She's
lane
caught
fights
into the
now.
rock in a hard place, walks back in the ultimate and gets killed. Doesn't get the reset though, but the Blade Caller is just going to really root up the Caitlyn. They're going to try to turn onto 2 spicy as well. Seth gets caught out by the Bone Skewer. Watch Technician flashes out and double kill for JPK. And all of a sudden, the Zaya that was getting bullied in lane is
Back online.
it's big. I mean, all the kills. She was still getting gold from the Pike ultimates, but now it's just
Yeah, the Pike ultimates.
his balling is exploding right now, along with the Lux that has 14 Magi stacks and just looking really.
I think you have to give it to the Pike for
Oh, for sure. Watch
so
Technician
well.
here, 14 KP. Next highest on this team, you see 12 and then 8, 6, and only 1 for the Cho'Gath. And you know, Tom has actually spin the island here in the farm
Tom's-
simulator. They
it's
killed
all
each
good.
other 1 time, but the jugglers just got in XP range. So
Yeah.
now we're going to see the reset coming in, and yeah, it's 7K,
Everyone
8K
spotted
gold
out.
lane. We're going to try to pick off the Lux here, but a really nice flash
Really
actually
nice
gets out of
flashes.
range.
Gets
Really
out of
good
range,
kill and
yeah.
all, and
That would do a good take that. You force Hidden all down, you force TF all out, you know where Evelyn is. And then blue team, you can see they have a lot of actually really good vision right now. You can see kind of all over the place in the jungle. They just removed it, but they had spot out. Actually, they still spot out the Evelyn there.
I mean, it's really gonna be up. They just need to farm. They just
They
need to
need to
farm so
farm,
hard.
yeah.
We need that Eve to get farmed up, but
Ooh.
Pike is just absolutely abusing Eve in the jungle. He blows her up with a solo kill once
Solo.
again.
Keeps
He
roaming
keeps
around.
finding her when she's trying to farm, and then now Smoke under Seth, caught out, gets crit down. But luckily, will be sped up to escape from that one. Oh, but the death from below gets into the base and picks him up. Fiora now in a 2 versus 1, and Sora Senshi is a very strong Kindred. She's going to just run out, but burns down. A nice riposte, but it will be enough. Burning the flashes out, but
oh,
here's
he's
Pike!
back again! Oh, look at that ulti. This man.
11 kills.
11 kills on Pike.
Sharing the wealth here, getting the alt resets, giving
Yeah,
that gold to
wow.
everyone, and this is just
terrorizing the
demoralizing.
enemy team. The enemy team, they don't have any real vision in their jungle. They have like 1 ward down. They can't walk into their own jungle. You don't know clue where Pike is.
They claim their 4th turret, and they have a 10k gold lead at 22 minutes.
That wind drake actually really helpful for Pike. Lets him run so quickly, especially with his Moby boots.
Especially with all that lethality, his
Yeah.
move speed is.
Oh, Evelyn trying to go for a flank.
Can't she find anything? Looks for the charm. Pike in the wings, though.
Taking the wing, she can't go, and she
Just has to back right
has
out.
to back right out of that.
And
And
Blue team has certainly been snowballing their lead, especially off the back of a Watch Technician here on the
Yeah.
Pike. Definitely
Fiora,
looks like he's upholding his end of that bet right there.
yeah. this Fiora hasn't been able to get online.
I
with
think
this
the
push.
Twisted Fate just used a stopwatch.
By accident. Ooh.
That's unfortunate.
That's unfortunate. Now you get caught out. Dodges
He's gonna dodge the skewer, but only so much he can do here. Trying to clear out the waves.
Zarya
Barely dodging with the binding, but this turret is just gonna go down
The
here.
Zarya W rips the turrets. Especially with the
Oh, they pull Kalen over the wall. He
Ooh.
flashes still, but dodges out the pike. Oh, no resets there, but does get dropped anyways. There's so much damage, doesn't matter. Lamb's just fighting to keep Sora Senshi alive, but even the back line shuts down Talia. A nice gold card. Gonna blow up Sora Senshi, and it's actually a 1-for-2 in favor of the red team.
Actually, it's pretty.
And Actor's looking for more. Pike is just heal up so much, though. I don't think she can even win this. The 2v1 just gives up a free kill there, and Xayah is unstoppable.
Actually, it's still pretty good because Lux has Magi's dial back
Yeah,
down.
it does drop a lot of that AP, but I mean, that was an ambitious sort of
That was an
Eve play at
ambitious
the end.
Eve play.
You just want to.
You wanna get
these
in
are
and
all
out.
about momentum.
Yeah.
You get the momentum, you stop the other team from just completely destroying you, but then you just go back and give a little bit too much. And now, the Cho'Gath is just putting the push down. I think he has enough health and P stacks and levels.
He's fast. He once again, his Warmock's actually.
So I
being
go over the
useful now.
inhibitor. Twisted Fate gonna just ward her off here. Now, if you are looking for something, has a cleaver, has the Tiamat, should be able to do quite a lot to this Cho'Gath,
That
but
silence
doesn't know where the
and
rest of the team is.
Yeah. This Cho'Gath though.
You look at the vision for red team. I think they have 2 wards.
I believe just 2 wards. They saw Cho'Gath just walking over at. And they just have 2 wards in top lane, and nowhere else do they have any vision.
To walk through basically the unknown.
And if we look,
And it's gonna be another Cloud Drake taken down. More speedy Pike roams, already insanely strong for him.
yeah,
I wonder if he's. I think he might be going for a GA. That Sword.
it might be good for GA. I don't believe.
He uses a lot of his abilities to get in, so Eve forces her to flash over the wall. They're still looking for a source, and she's jumping forward. Here's the ultimate. Eve, really nice. Last caress there to dodge out the damage. Spellcaster Seth a little bit caught out here.
Yeah, but this Fiora hasn't been able to do what she's supposed
Still
to do.
has a nice CS lead, but having a 40 CS lead doesn't mean much when your team is down 23 kills to 8.
23 down. How much? Nearly over 10k gold.
She's doing a pretty good job dodging skill shots, poking down this Cho'Gath.
Yeah, this Cho'Gath just so much health still.
But Hoyer's watched ignition on the Pike. The repulse not going to dodge out, but he's just going to jump in. Kenny does a bone skewer, does dodge out, but Pike is so fast, just going to run him down. Because throws the ult down actually. The Pike is not as tanky, but just barely clips him the ult and gets feasted down. And the rest of the team trying to make something happen in the 4 versus. Oh my god, that was so much crit damage, but Volanto stays alive!
Ooh,
The shield's
the
enough.
shield is enough, even with.
So they get 2. Kindred actually was walking up to that top side. So then in the it was a 4 versus 2, and they just get 2 easy kills. Well, not easy, but they get 2 kills.
Pike's here trying to go for that. Will get slowed down. Sadly, though, the TF didn't have a gold card.
Half cryo forced out his flash. He gets hit by the charm, but not enough.
Yeah, that bone plate keeps him alive. The TF just kind of walks off.
Yeah, I mean, we do see red team starting to get towards their. They need to get like these 2 items with mini spikes.
And while we weren't paying attention, Kindred has gone 9 stacks, nearly to 10. That's where she wants to hit against her power spike again. Is going actually the on
She's
hit.
going a more aggressive build here.
Bork, I think, into ruins.
You don't really need the
rapid fire.
It's probably one of those 2. I think rapid fire is more common.
Yeah, I don't think that Bork is the right idea here. I think you need to survive a bit longer with the
Yeah,
health.
I think you would want to go the more
Black Cleaver.
classic cleaver build, but we just would be doing a lot of damage.
A lot of damage, but yeah, I mean, Bork's more efficient against tanks, which they really don't have, but that slow is there also for that chase potential. Could be it.
Oh, and Watch Ignition. Oh, he's with a scanner, looking for something, but he's kind of being by himself. Will he be? Oh, there's so much burst. Talia throws a Lux ultimate into the corridor. It blows everyone up, but a nice root on the trap. Gonna shut down the massive Pike. Has a big bounty, but Talia's just nailing these bindings and multiple members. Xayah's only gonna keep up for so long. Actually, it's the safety. Is that enough? No, burns down on Sora Senshi, picks that one up.
Sora Senshi.
But I mean, they do get the big shutdown on Pike. We'll have to see.
I still think that they can push up mid.
This inhibitor should not be long from this world.
You don't have to worry about Evelyn. You can just W the inhibitor and just completely chunk it down and just.
First inhib dropping in 27 minutes. We don't even need the Baron.
Oh, trying to force top, but it might be caught out here. It doesn't look like it.
Yeah, without Eve, there's just not a lot of threats. And another binding lands. And Spellcaster Seth takes a nice chunk.
Lulu's shield at least reducing damage, but
Well, keep in mind, Lux only has 6 stacks in the meta dice.
Yeah, and you just saw there the Kindred that Kaelin crit can actually do a lot of damage. She has.
There's a lot of squishy targets. There's one that Shogat who also is not exactly a very armored up.
Yeah, he's
tank.
not armored up, and with that static shiv, you can bounce it around. So, if there's Caitlin's allowed just to free hit, she can start doing a lot of damage.
I mean, it's a 10k gold deficit, but as the game goes on, gold deficits mean less and less.
Yeah, you've gotten. I think now you kind of have to set up for Baron if you're blue team. You have the Drakes, you have mid inhibitor open, but well, Caitlyn off by herself. Pyke just waiting in the wings, trying to catch somebody. I think that's red team pinging toward Drag Pit, but I think no, it looks like Dara's trying to solo push.
Oh, Kayla, you don't want to be there next to the Shogat. He has a stone plate and a lot of HP. The Watch Ignition caught a little bit, but he's going to be fine. Finds a bone skewer on it, too spicy, but not kind of.
I think they have to back off here. There's no follow-up damage.
I mean, also, Caitlyn does have her 3 items, but she's still not doing a lot of damage to Shogat.
And there's Zara.
She has so much HP, and Caitlyn doesn't really shred that very well.
And Zara is just trying to shred down this tower, but without really anyone else there, it's kind of hard for her to do that. Caitlyn clears the wave so fast with her crit and static shift proc. And ooh.
Oh my god, this is certainly a dead.
Ooh, that electrocute. If she electrocute finishes her off. That Lulu used her shield, used her overgrowth, and I think that's a free. That might be a free bot tower now.
Yeah, there's not really much you can do to contest this. Your support's down.
Main
disadvantage. They don't even need the Baron to push this in. They're so much stronger.
I think the call is you get.
Oh, but the Rupture comes down, forces his Zonius, which was a baby. He's in the middle of the team.
Yeah,
You're looking for something.
His cannon's just free hitting in the back.
Yeah, they are getting the free. The Lancer's bet making it. They're just destroying everyone. Pyke, that actually does miss here, and there's right in the Shogat. Oh, but Talia throws down the ultimate, and they don't get out of it, and that's the ace.
That's the ace.
Only Lulu left alive. This might be the end.
Yeah,
there's so many minions pushing down, and Lulu just has no way of stopping this, even though they're low.
That's Cho'Gath. The fact that Cho'Gath can actually probably tank towers to protect the minion wave, but it doesn't look like he did.
This is a huge wave. Just 20 seconds in the next player, and I mean, with the AP doing damage to turrets, it's really easy to just hit these down.
Yeah.
Lux can just walk right up. There's no actual threat for her.
She's just
The waves are crashing in. 10 seconds on the next member. I mean, Lulu's trying to do what she does. Target's demolished. They're actually just going to back out.
I
guess they don't have time to.
That's a safe call. Your Lux is low. The enemy has
They're actually going for the top. That is not a safe call.
That's not a safe call, but I think they're trying to stop.
They have no TPs that can help them here. And Evelyn is looking for this Talia here.
But I think
Twisted Fate has a Destiny. They should ult onto the Lux.
Yeah, I don't know. Ooh.
That base is low, but the rest of your team can defend that. I mean, you have the opportunity to get a pick.
You also have TP as well. Doesn't use it, decides to defend base.
I guess he doesn't have the Zon just so he has that risk.
Evelyn is still just trying to
Eve punching for it.
Get spotted.
Oh,
dodges the bind back.
Throws the ult behind her, doesn't get the root down, and
ooh,
there's the pick they're looking for. Like all of a sudden, Kindred's here, and that's a lot of damage. Use the last crest to get over the wall, but still being run down here.
Yeah, and your team is.
It's a very fast Pyke with GA, but he gets into the wave. Fjord is here, but the ult used before the flash, and he's trying to for more, but that's so aggressive. Here comes the rest of the team. They will pop the GA, and they should get the kill after that, and that is a very
sort of aggressive.
Yeah, not the usually advantage you want to see. I think they're so far ahead they can afford to do plays like that.
They can, but you don't want to keep doing that because as you saw last team fight, Caitlyn was just free hitting the back.
You only have so many mistakes you can make before it starts to get into real trouble.
Oh, it's Fiora 2v1.
Here comes Spellcast with Seth here. With the 1v1 of the AD carries here, the open Nexus. If he loses this might be the game, and he gets destroyed. They're realizing their Nexus is under threat. Eva's trying to look for Xayah here, but the Spellcaster Seth with Twisted Fate goes down. JPK charmed up and blown up. The shutdown for Akadosh, and he's slowly getting back in. But they're just sort of defending against all these minions. They have an open inhibitor that's now going to be under fire.
I believe that's going to be a triple.
They have a 2 versus 3. Can they defend it? They just can't. And 3 inhibs here, I feel like has to be a death sentence. Especially with the Baron available.
Triple inhib, rush straight to Baron, get that. And then, because now
no vision,
no vision.
Stuck clearing minions. 20 seconds, this should be a
you could trap him coming through the
here.
top jungle. Unless they're going greedy for number of kills, you never know, they might be doing that, but I think this is definitely the play where you just go straight for Baron. Because they can't really contest.
They have to know what's happening at this point.
They definitely know.
They're going for the bot waves and there's no jungler.
Yeah.
Eve is none there. They do have one inhibitor up, but there's no way they can actually hold it.
Yeah.
You don't take Baron very fast with this team comp, but it doesn't matter because Eve's not going to get there in time. Not even...
They're spotted out, but it doesn't matter. Eve is trying to run around, but...
I think it goes a little... Oh, she actually is getting in. It's only at 2k. Can she get over this deal? She go for it. She steals it! Picks up the Baron!
She died.
And they get a kill in the backside of the half. Oh, wow.
Whoa! She manages to last caress
She actually
into
gets
it.
over the wall with the
Kindred's smite was down. Or no, she used it. Oh, she
I
lost
think what you need to do there is you throw it on the Kindred ult,
You throw the Kindred ult.
and then
You
the
know
Baron
that
doesn't
one's
die
there.
to the smite.
Yeah,
and then you
bait her
kill it
away.
after.
But I don't think they saw her coming. They saw the Kaylin ulti, and that was it.
You do get the Ocean Drake as consolation, and they still are incredibly strong, but
This is a chance
you're
for
giving
Red Team
them,
to
you're
come
giving the
back.
enemy team time to get back into the game, and they also lose Pyke in the back half. He's gone from 12-1 to 13-5. He has been struggling to have the same sort of impact he has, but the rest of his team is sort of picking up the slack
Yeah,
here.
rest of
They
the
do
team's
get
on
on a Baron. Really nice play by Akadush to pick that one up, but let's see how they can hold up against this massive push here. They only have one inhibitor left in an open Nexus, and they just don't seem to have the damage.
You just have this Lux in the
They're
back.
free hitting onto the Cho'Gath though. He's not really as tanky as he thinks he is. He's gonna get stunned up. Fiora hits a shutdown, but a huge ultimate picks up too spicy. But here comes Eve. They're so low. Destiny's coming out. He's going behind him. Pyke is there, but the stun comes down. And this is a totally split fight. They're going to use the stopwatch there on Xayah, but there's not being enough. Here comes Death from below, but it's Zanya's.
Prevents the reset.
They get the 4 for 0. Is that a 4 for 1? Only support going down. Talia forced to run back. Her ult's back up, but Red Team is actually surviving in the fight.
This is what solo queue's like. But yeah, that
Wow, could this be the throw?
yeah, that Cho'Gath, he didn't actually activate his
He walks up
stone
to the
plate.
inhibitor and he's
Doesn't
standing there.
activate his stone plate either. That's the wrong call. If you want to be in front
I
of
think he
everybody,
wanted to
you have
save
do
it for
that.
a feast. And he doesn't. You can't stand on the Caitlyn trap and expect to
Wow,
survive.
you can't.
Oh, but Akadush blowing up and Lux is back to 22 stacks in the Mejai. That's a strong carry there.
She's gonna build death cap soon, I believe. She probably does have enough. It does have enough gold to buy a death cap, and so that's going to be even more damage, especially with the magic pen from Morale Monocon's and from her sword boots. So honestly, just a small thing though, I wouldn't have finished Morale's Monocon. That finished item isn't that amazing. Just
Look at the healing reaction at least for the Caitlyn has the Bloodthirster
True,
out on
yeah.
the Death Dance and the Fiora, but I mean this game is gonna
But-
it's dragging on. The gold
It's
lead that was
dragging
10k
on.
is now 4,000.
that's a big.
They just really need to win a fight and end the game before this Eve becomes a really big threat. I mean, this Caitlyn's gonna get stronger and stronger. That massive range she
Pike,
has.
but now that
And Twisted Fate, he's getting more items too. He's pretty strong. There's a lot of squishy targets. Cho'Gath can't afford to get just obliterated like that.
Yeah.
And they're going for the return of this inhibitor. He's popped their Righteous Glory. They're just gonna go right in, but he gets rooted up, and they just take the inhibitor.
Pike taking a lot of damage, but he's going to get that back up.
Yep. And he's looking for the Bone Skewer, but can't find it.
Yeah, that Pike needs to stay alive, and you need to keep track of where it is. But they find it. Everyone trying to flank around, but they can't find anything.
Well, they're just walking up towards the Nexus. But they catch out. Lulu, and again she drops. Zanya's forced out of. Oh man, Fiora's so low here. Stuck in the step, but even the backline, she did so much. And with a huge blade collar, just moves the entire team. Caitlyn by herself. Fiora's in the fountain, she gets feasted down. This will be the game going to blue.
Ooh.
Fiora's gonna dodge out for a little bit, but not actually getting the riposte down. Going on to the Nexus,
Ooh,
finished off Cho'Gath. The blue team takes it. They almost had the
almost through it, but
the last fight just goes in their favor. Unfortunately, the binding connects on the Lulu. They blow her up right away.
Right away.
Eve not able to get the same impact. So really good, I think, Feather Storm there.
That Feather Storm,
GPK
yeah.
Gets the root across on the Eve. Not able to actually cast her ultimate.
and her
and they,
W. That W just shreds through your team. You guys have you have no true tank that because you got IE, you have rapid fire. That's just gonna shred, and that E is gonna do so much more damage.
It's really just really strong early game. They faltered a lot in the mid game, but really also a nice Baron steal coming out from Akadush, and they almost pull it back.
Almost
but
pulls it back. That Baron steal was very
Blue
good.
team able to hang on and take the win, take the boba, and take the pride.
That Lux surprisingly does a lot of damage.
Yeah, 25 seconds in the measure by the end of it.
Catches people out, just kills them. Wow, that is a
Real back and forth
real
battle for the ages
battle.
for sure.
At 40 to 25, that's 65 kills in a 35-minute game. That's nearly 2 kills a minute.
We Fiesta boys.
We Fiesta.
Yeah, we'll come back with the first round of the playoffs starting after this.
Yep.